1-0 for the day. Let's see if we can make it 2-0.
I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the prison, man, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, better best to soak in it. I'm a
my heart hurts from pounding it so much because I was getting it in.
I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, is missing, the opposition in. On that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You were Joe like your belly show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Oh, there you are. Chiefs, uh-oh. Bengals, Bills, uh-oh. This is not looking good for you. Okay, okay. So I gotta turn the ringer off.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago.
Now I was doing that song, that ninja music song.
As
old
guys
classic.
get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, I got it cranked up. I got the YouTube going.
This
is about to be lit. The whole world seeing you getting beat. All right, we'll see about that. I got my personnel in the right spot. You watch the YouTube video, you'll see. See, I got you all confused now. You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what to do.
First carry for Smith.
You don't even know. Hit the hole.
Upended at the 28-yard
the hole
line.
where?
Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, I should have kept going. Oh, I had to open it.
He keeps
it it's looking good.
A first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be
that would have been a 6 for me if he had held onto the ball.
2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use on paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. They're going deep for Hill.
Give me that. Oh, we got to catch that, bro. Catch that.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
We see what you're doing over here, Will.
Something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
I got something for you. I got something for you. Yeah, you ain't seen me do this before.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Oh, you got to block, bro. You got to block.
Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. The first carry for C.J. Prosine.
What's he going to do?
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
What kind of route?
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. Wilson to Lockett there for the Seahawk 1st down.
Push him back. Push him back.
Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Give me that.
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Watch out for Hill on the return.
Oh, come on.
Blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
I should have kept going. Oh, I had a touchdown.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Able to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it
back connection is me shooting a video. I might have to cut the broadcast off.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
I'm going for this. I gotta go for this.
They get him to the ground short of the first.
I gotta go for this.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Throwing on first down. Williams sliding out of the pocket. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yellow. Watch out. Check 4. Shift. Slam. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Check 13. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Check 26.
On the toss, here's Williams. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes.
Bro, you got
to escape, and he goes
Come on, Mahomes. Come on.
He muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Well, now they'll try the end around.
Y'all got to block. Come on.
The building fooled right there as that one is going to blow up in their faces. But he lost 6 there on the first down play. Now on 2nd and 16, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice.
Mahomes.
Oh, my God. Really? On a sneak?
Over there as his guys will get the football back. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there.
It is what it is.
See it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into a mass of bodies and they're going to be reaching for the football. And you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
Ooh, I almost rocked you.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A 2nd down carry for Prosise. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
No gain on the play there. Second down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis in this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Hill on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
In on the stop, Bradley McDougald.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
They're going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Wow.
Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy
for you.
Hold on to the ball, bro. We just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams.
Wow.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes.
Oh, touchdown.
And going deep for Hill.
Bye-bye.
7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No problem there on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Well, he's facing that pressure.
What they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Wilson.
Oh, you got me.
He's got his target.
I should stay put.
He gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's the way. 14, got it.
Operating from the gun. Wilson.
Come on, Matthew, what you doing?
Incomplete.
I can't pick that up.
Hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Wilson going to hand it to Procise. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught, block it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now it's Carson.
Come on, man.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. There's Wilson to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss.
Oh, you shouldn't have kicked this dude.
After the catch, and off he goes.
You shouldn't have kicked him.
This is fielded a couple yards
got a block for it too.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. And able to rip chip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes.
That's interference.
And it's incomplete.
All right, I got something for that.
Wright, he was disruptive defensively. Trying to get their tight end involved. Finally, that's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Williams on the move to his left.
Oh, go!
Just inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Catch the fucking ball.
Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Mahomes now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
They run it again with Williams. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And the kick by Butker is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
Come on.
Left side complete to Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Wilson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw.
Go! Almost had it.
Complete to DK Metcalf.
Sorensen, what you doing?
2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. From midfield now, here's Wilson. He hits his running back, Procise. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
On 1st down, Procise. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Wilson to the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
36 power.
He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone.
Overtime. What you gonna do, Will? What you gonna flip the coin?
Left on the clock.
Oh yeah, you flip the coin.
And try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
Yes.
Will they handle it? Let's find out. It's a little teaching.
I gotta score a touchdown now. That's the thing.
Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
I don't think I've done one yet. Oh, you kicked this dude.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
I'm gonna go all out. First play. I'm just letting you know. You better get back. You better get back.
Football in overtime. Obviously, a
serious.
touchdown would win it.
And I think teams
I'm risking it all.
are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now.
Oh, now Mahomes MVP, he'll fumble.
And it's second down.
He never fumbles.
On second down, it's Williams.
Go!
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Go, throw the ball!
Nowhere to escape.
He pump fake because I double tap. I was hitting the button too quick. Why did you pump fake? Just throw the ball.
The end result was not good. They elect to pass and it backfires. Here's Dustin Copeland now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day.
All right, we'll take it.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end.
There we go, game over.
Intercepted.
Game over.
Ron Thornhill, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish
Good game,
this
Will.
game off.
Let's go! We litty, baby. Hey.
Things and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody in
Pat Mahomes, baby, MVP.
Seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way through until the ball went through the post.
But it did go through the post. Ice water was in his veins. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more,
never seen that before.
Find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Run through the stats real quick. So y'all see the numbers. All right, peace out.